गुणातीतो अक्षरं ब्रह्म भगवान् पुरुषोत्तमः जनो जानन्निदं सत्यं मुच्यते भवबन्धनात्। श्री स्वामीनारायण भगवान की जय। अक्षर पुरुषोत्तम महाराज की जय। राधा कृष्ण देव की जय। सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज की जय। महंत स्वामी महाराज की जय। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज शताब्दी महोत्सव की जय। With prostrations at the divine feet of Bhagavan Swaminarayan and my Guru Hari, Param Pujya Pramukh Swami Maharaj and Param Pujya Mahant Swami Maharaj, my heartiest namaskar, good evening and Jai Swaminarayan. So as it was announced, life is beautiful. God has given us this wonderful 70-80 year life. God has given us this wonderful human body. And we have all been the recipients of perhaps some of the most choicest bounties of heaven. We all sitting here are privileged that we have a wonderful family. We are all here sitting who are good, quite good settled in their respective jobs and businesses. So we all sitting here, if you consider this primary 5 factors, that a healthy body, a wonderful family, a good friend circle that you can relate to, fine academics, fine job, fine business, then all of us sitting here are into that selected 2% upon this earth who don't have all these 5 things together. So we are the chosen ones. We need to understand what life is beautiful and how to make it more beautiful. As I said that this is a wonderful human body gifted to us by God. If you understand the preciousness of this gift by God, if you understand the glory of human life, then you always get those thoughts and emotions to make your life more beautiful. According to American scientists, a lifeless human body, if prepared in the laboratory, because when prepared in the laboratory it is lifeless, but it is an imagination, it would cost about $5 trillion, which is more than the entire debt of America. And still that human body is lifeless. If you put a spoon of ice cream in its mouth, it would not water. What I mean to say, we have got a precious gift. Not just to enjoy our life, but to make our life beautiful. You get pleasures of life. That alone doesn't make life beautiful. You get various successes in life. That alone doesn't make life beautiful. You get the riches of life that you want. That alone doesn't make life beautiful. You get good connectivity, good relations, and many near and dear ones in your life. That alone doesn't make life beautiful. There are certain kind of right thinking processes, right kind of attitudes that make life beautiful. There are certain kind of right kind of emotions happening at the right time and getting expressed at the right time. That makes life beautiful. So in short, a right kind of combination of your head and heart makes life beautiful. Achievements, successes, and happenings and gatherings in life doesn't make life beautiful. Again, I repeat, the right combination of the head and the heart. That is the right kind of thinking and the right kind of emotions in your life makes it wonderful, makes it beautiful. So first, as I said, you must understand the preciousness of the gift that you have. Somebody gives you a diamond and you know the preciousness of it, so you preserve it well. In the same way, this human body that has been gifted to us, and when we are healthy, we must understand the preciousness of it, so we come to know how to utilize it to the optimum, not just energy level, not just entertainment level, but the optimum level that can make your life beautiful. This heart, in an average lifespan, it pumps about 500 million liters. Imagine the pumping capacity of your heart God has gifted you. This kidney, it has 1 lakh filters. Imagine the system that God has given to you. This liver, it produces 200 chemicals a day, and that makes your day. The biggest chemical factory of the world, Dow Jones in Houston, is just about like 5-10 miles away from our huge campus in Houston. It is this size campus in Houston. We visited there a few years back, and I asked the engineer who was taking us around, he was a guide for us, and I asked him, how many chemicals do you make in a day? Type of chemicals. He said about 60 to 70 types. I said liver makes 200. Every liver, it makes 200 different kinds of chemicals to make your day. Only then your night falls. You start from morning and your night falls after it makes 200 chemicals. And that is on order. If you squeeze your finger somewhere in the door, and that pain sensors, they report to the mind that I want this particular chemical for relief. And the mind orders the liver, make this, and the liver never says that there is no raw material. Even on a fasting day, it has raw material. After it makes it immediately, it tells the mind that I've made it. Now it's your job to make it reach there. And then the mind, when it gets this, your order is ready, from the liver, it commands the blood that carry this to this tip of the finger. Immediately the blood, it forms a group of cells, takes that chemical, absorbs it from the liver, in between these cells, and then starts the transportation. The blood never tells the brain, sorry, logistics down today. Transport system down, driver ki hartal hai. Never. And in between, no other organ can steal it, can take it away. No theft in between. And it reaches the tip of the finger where it is needed. And then the cells disintegrate and that liquid, that chemical is released, and you start getting relief in your pain. It's a wonderful system. Scientists say that if all the blood-carrying vessels of our human body, of an average 5 feet 4 inches height and a normal 62 to 65 kg weight, if all the blood-carrying vessels, that is the arteries and the veins, if they are put in one line, it is as a network in the body, but if it is put as one line, you know what length it would cover? Average human height 5 feet 4 inches and 60 to 65 kg weight. All the blood-carrying vessels put together, the total length would be 60,000 miles. 60,000 miles of real networking in your body. Telecom people must learn a lot from this, isn't it? This is a precious human body, beautifully made. You understand the preciousness of the possession that you have. Now take this sentence with you, the first takeaway. When you understand the preciousness of the possession that you have, you can make your life beautiful. Second thing to understand is the glory of human life. By glory I mean that you live a life which differentiates you from the rest of the animals. If you constantly live with low thinking, low level of energies, and low kind of emotions and expressions. We are living an animal life. The other part of it is also really true. When you just live a life of a schedule, like you wake up in the morning, you have your morning course, and then get out for your job, for your work, spend 8-10 hours in your office, come back to home, watch TV, have dinner, play with your children, read a couple of newspapers and magazines, watch a couple of TV shows, make a couple of phone calls to your near dear ones, and go to sleep. If this is your day, it is no better than a cat life, dog life, and a donkey life. Because this even they do. As you go out for a job, they go out for hunting. As you go out and bring money to feed your family, they bring praise to feed their children. As you enjoy with your family evenings, they also have their families. They enjoy their evenings. So only this much is not a glorified human life. Life doesn't become beautiful. Glory of life, to make it beautiful, is when you live with the right kind of thinking, right kind of emotions. So again, the word, the right kind of combination of the head and the heart glorifies your life. So 2 things. First, understand the preciousness of the human body, the possession that you have, the gift that is given to you by God. And second thing, you understand the glory of human life, with what dignity you are supposed to live this 70 or 80-year life. If you live with the right kind of thinking and emotions, you win your life. And if you don't give a thought to it, you will complete this 70, 80-year life as a routine. You know the 24 hours that you have in a day. 24 into 60. Into 60. That is, you have about 86,400 seconds in a day. Upon this earth, in this 86,400 seconds that you have in a day, 1.5 lakh people leave this earth every day. That means every 2 seconds, 3 people leave this earth. We started this talk at 7:50. It's 8:05. 15 minutes gone so far. 15 into 6 is 90. So 900 seconds. About 1,200 people left this earth. In the last 15 minutes, 1,200 people, they left this earth. So the third part of the story to make your life beautiful is understand the limitation of time that you have upon this earth. Nobody can say that I will see many tomorrows. Can you say this? Can you say that I have many tomorrows? Yes or no? Give me a very clear one. No. So our great scriptures, they say, use some realistic words for this. Life, for they use it, kshanbhangur, kshanik. And I tell you, when I say about this, that of the 80-year life that you have, 70-year life that you have, 8 hours of the day you sleep, so 1/3 of the day you sleep. Clearly and directly proportional, 1/3 of the life you will sleep. So of 70 years that you live upon this earth, your 23 years are going to be in bed, sleeping. You don't know whether you exist or not. You live for 70 years upon this earth, 70, 23 years goes in sleep. You don't know whether you exist or not. So the third important aspect of making your life beautiful is understand the limitation of the time that you have and use it not just judiciously, but use it wisely. That makes life beautiful. Now, going into the deeper aspects of the 3 principal attitudes about life that I taught you. First is preciousness. Second is glory and dignifying your life. And third is the limitation of the time that you have. Understanding these three basic concepts, how can now, with what kind of thinking and right kind of emotions, you can make your life beautiful. The first, right kind of thinking. Because man, at the end of the day, is a bundle of his own thoughts. What you think the whole day, you become in the evening. What you think whole your life, you become at the end of your life. If you think right, if you think high, if you think ethical, you will live not just a wonderful and a beautiful life, you will live a wise life as well. Thinking makes all the difference. Because actions follow your thinking. And it is your actions who is going to produce results for you in your life, whether positive or negative. Yes or no? Your actions are going to produce happiness in your life. Your actions are going to produce relationships in your life. Your actions are going to produce work in your life. So when actions produce everything and those actions are guided by thinking, you must think right. I'll tell you a wonderful story, a real story, unearthed, or rather invented. Let me use the word discovered, just a couple of years back. There is a fish by the name of Japanese koi, K-O-I they call it. They also call it the Japanese carp, C-A-R-P. That fish when born, it is about 1 to 1.25 inches in size. When this fish is born, if it is put in a bucket, the bucket that we use in the bathroom for our bath, if it is put in that water-filled bucket, in its total lifetime, it grows to 2 to 3 inches. If the same fish when born, if it is put in a water tank, which is bigger, much bigger the size of a bathroom tub. If it is put in a water tank, it grows to 6 to 8 inches in its lifetime. Now start thinking. And if the same fish when born, if it is put in a pond or a lake, it grows to 3 feet in his lifetime. Now this is a miracle. This baffled the scientists for years and years. Why with the same DNA, the same phylum, in a lifetime, one grows to 2 to 3 inches, the other grows to 6 to 8 inches, and the third one grows to 3 feet. Same phylum, same DNA. It baffled and crossed all logics. Now this was beyond logic, beyond the ken of human intelligence. After much experimentation, they came to a conclusion. And they wrote a beautiful sentence at the end of this experimentation. The concluding sentence was, you grow in life according to the thinking limitations that you accept in your life. The fish, when put in a small tub, it accepts its limitation, that this is the maximum space that I can swim. That acceptance of limitation, it grows only 2 to 3 inches. But when it is put in a pond or a lake, it has the basic thinking during growth that I have a big area to swim. That thinking makes it grow from 2 to 3 inches in its lifespan to 3 feet. And the final concluding statement of this group of scientists who discovered all this and experimented on this life, they wrote, same is with the humans. Same is with the humans. Now this is not physical. We all grow to 5, 5.5, quarter to 6 feet. It's okay. Because it's a very small, that is small and lower in the ladder of the animal phylum. So it's physical growth. For humans, it applies to mental and emotional growth. The limitations that you accept in your life decides your mental and emotional growth of life. Life will not be beautiful if you just accept limitations in your life. Human mind is capable to unimaginable growth. Human mind is capable to unimaginable growth. Human heart is capable of unimaginable love. Remember these two things and life is beautiful. Human mind is capable of unimaginable thinking and growth. Human heart is capable of unimaginable love. When you accept this in life, that there is no limitation to the work and the results that I can produce. And there is no limitation to the number of people that I can share love with, I can share happiness with. Life becomes beautiful. So man at the end of the day is just a bundle of his own thoughts. With this principle, I tell you to what extent Pramukh Swami Maharaj made his life beautiful. He was just 5th standard pass from a very remote village near Vadodara called Chansad. And he took Diksha from his Guru when he was just 17 in the year 1939, perhaps before anybody of us were born. He lived upon this earth for 95 years. He just passed away 2.5 years back. He made this BAPS organization a worldwide organization, single-handedly. One-man show. He was a one-man colossus. He was a one-man organization. Ek vyakti sanstha the. He was the personified form of an organization. Why I tell you this? Single-handedly, आप ये एक कैंपस देखते हो, ये योगी सभागृह 3 मंजिले का आप देखते हो, पीछे बहुत बड़ा मंदिर है आप देखते हो. यहाँ सायन में हमारी प्रमुख स्वामी आई हॉस्पिटल है, शायद आपने देखी होगी, where we have about 300 OPDs every day. We run it on a trust basis. वाशी में हमारी बहुत बड़ी आर्ट गैलरी है, वहां भी एक कन्वेंशन सेंटर है. ऐसी छोटी मोटी संस्थाएं. How many of you have been to Akshardham at Gandhinagar or Delhi? Just raise your hands. All of you. It was built, created by Pramukh Swami Maharaj. Such 1,300 mandirs all over the world and more than 80 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges. You go on number 8 National Highway, you start from Abu and you reach Mumbai, every 25 kilometers you will see a BAPS institute. Imagine one person, more than 70, 80 hospitals, hostels, schools and colleges created and well administered. No limits if one person decides to do selflessly. That makes your life beautiful. If you bring out your full potential to create something which overall is not just beneficial to you, definitely your work, your success, but it contributes to the wellness of the society at large as well. You've seen Delhi Akshardham, it's 110 acres of land on the banks of Yamuna. Now on 265 acres of land at Robbinsville in New Jersey. Beautiful exhibition of Indian culture, Indian tradition. 7,000 artisans are working in Rajasthan for the Akshardham America project at present when I'm talking to you. And the carved stone is shipped to US. You can imagine the logistics. And we are going to inaugurate it in 2021 August. At that time, what is Vatican to Christians and what is Mecca to Muslims would be Akshardham to Hindus. That project was conceived, planned, and paper administered by Pramukh Swami Maharaj. He initiated 1,100 saints like us. Out of those 1100, more than 750 of them are graduates, postgraduates, chartered accountants, doctors, and engineers. Out of those 750, more than 150 saints are born American and British citizens. Out of those 150, more than 50 of them have graduated or postgraduated from Stanford, from Harvard, from Yale, from Carnegie Mellon, from Oxford. Many of our saints have left aside jobs of $150,000, $200,000 at the age of 25, 26, and been a saint in the organization. So this was Pramukh Swami's work of joining youngsters coming from well-educated and cultured families into mainstream social service in the society and mainstream spirituality. He created a volunteer force of 55,000. He has been in the Guinness Book of World Records 6 times. When he built 354 temples, the Guinness Book of World Records wrote for him that he is the master builder of the 20th century. What would Guinness write when he built 1100, 1300? No word in the dictionary to describe his work. He traveled to 18,000 villages for the upliftment of humanity in all walks of life. He read and answered more than 7.5 lakh letters in his lifetime. He met more than 2 million people personally, solving their issues, hearing them. He personally visited more than 3.5 lakh shops, offices, factories to sanctify it. Unimaginable hard work. So life becomes beautiful when you bring out your full potential to create something that gives you not just success but happiness, and with it, it contributes something for the overall growth of the society. Life becomes beautiful. So don't just spend all your time for your business. It has no end. And you can't drink the whole sea of your profession. Right or wrong? Can you drink the whole sea of your profession? You cannot. So restrict yourself, limit yourself to your profession to a certain level. Spend some time daily, some time, some energy, some of your resource, some of your money for a good activity or a good cause that is close to your heart. And that is how you genuinely, and that is how you selflessly contribute for the upliftment of society in some walk of life. That will give you, along with your achievements, some rate of satisfaction in your life. That makes your life beautiful. So don't run the whole day to fill your coffers. Because the amount of money that you have in your bank account when you die is the extra work you did you shouldn't have done. And you will not be able to take away all the money with you when you die. How much money will you be able to take with you? How much of you say no? How much of you say zero? Just raise your hands. All of you. Then why are you running 24/7, 365, 12 hours a day after it? Absolute foolishness. Absolute foolishness. To run 24/7, 365. Sometimes you're not physically running. On a Sunday morning when you are having a cup of coffee and Sunday Times in your hand, even then you are thinking of your business. That is also running. Not always that you physically run. You mentally also run, sitting at one place. You have not understood the glory of life, how to live a human life. Full potential, right kind of thinking gives you glory. So the right kind of thinking. Second thing is, along with it, certain kind of thought processes when it comes to actual living your life. First, the biggest thought, the most fruitful thought that makes your life beautiful is the thought of acceptance. We go into tension, we slip into depression, we get frustrated with agony, just because we don't accept the happenings in our life. God did not guarantee you all goody-goody in your life when you were born, isn't it? When you employ somebody in your office, you give him a package. That this would be your salary, this would be your perks, this would be your traveling, isn't it? And a package for any employee is 70-30. 70% of the package he likes and 30% he doesn't like, but he has to accept the 100% package to be an employee, isn't it? In the same way, life is a package. 70% of the happenings in your life, you will like it, you will accept it, because it is according to your thinking and way of life. Remember, for this 6.5 billion population upon this earth, 30% of your life is putting a stone on your heart, and with a hard thinking, you will have to accept the happenings of your life. 30% will not go your way. Your life, your relationships, your work, everything. आपका अनुभव इस बारे में क्या बात करता है? Share with me. Is this right or wrong? 70-30 का पैकेज है, एक्सेप्ट तो करना पड़ेगा. हमारे मन में क्या है? See, I tell you why we get frustrated, why we slip into depression, why we feel sorrow in life, grief in life. We don't accept the happenings in your life. ये क्यों बना? ये नहीं होना चाहिए था. Why did it happen to me? Are you guaranteed all goody-goody in your life? Was it customized specially for you? Life is a package. Accept this and life will be beautiful. A good day with a smile on your face, enjoy. A bad day, introspect and learn. Both are needed. A pat is also good. A slap is also needed. That is life. नहीं, मुझे तो हमेशा एप्रिसिएशन मिलना चाहिए. वो तो नहीं होगा भाई साहब. Life is a mixed bag of chocolates. When you give somebody on their birthday, to the children, a box of chocolates, there are many different kinds of chocolates into it. And in the Western countries, probably now it would be here as well, but we saw it in the US a few years back, that the box of chocolates, it has only one small opening at the top. The rest, everything is metal, so you can't break it or have all the chocolates at one time. See, it gives a very good message. This gift of a bag of chocolates, it gives you a wonderful message. You can't open it any time to have all the chocolates at one go. You can't even see all the chocolates inside that box at one time to select what you want at the time that you direly need it. This box of chocolates has a small opening, and the little boy or the girl, the child has to just put his 3 fingers inside and get the chocolate which is there, which he gets, and happily accept it and enjoy. Maybe it is not always sometimes sweet. So life is a mixed bag of chocolates. You can't see all the chocolates at one time. You can't have the chocolate of your choice at the time you need it or want it. You just have to put your hand inside the bag of chocolates and pick up the one that touches your finger first. This is life. This is an analogy of life that I did, but it is a reality. Acceptance gives you stability. When you keep telling yourself, why this happened to me? Why did my spouse at a young age of 40 got diagnosed with cancer? What wrong have I did? Now you have a question. That will make your life worrisome. Why on earth, when I put all the proper planning and proper execution for this project of mine and it failed? You have a question. Why on earth, when I had the right heart in this relationship, why did it break up? Now you have a question. Definitely when we are human beings, we have this question when such things happen. But the immediate next powerful stabilizer thought you have to put forcefully in your mind. Now take all these words very seriously. A strong stabilizer thought. You have to put strongly in your mind against this thought. The thought basically is, why this happened to me? The strong stabilizer thought is, it can happen. It happens with many. Out of that many, today I am one. This is part of life. And part of, the word is package. Part of package. When you tell your employee that now you are doing these 2 states as a sales and marketing head, now this another 3rd state you will have to start from first. Package. As simple as that. Acceptance is the word you must take with you when you leave this place. Accept it. It can happen. It happens to many. Today of that many, I am also one that it happened with me. It will stabilize you. Situations won't change. Your thinking towards it would change the thinking and emotions in your life. Because when it rains and you have to go out, you can't stop the rains that I should not be wet. I want some good clothes. And I should not be wet. Fine, the thinking is right. But the rains won't stop for you. You will have to carry the umbrella. In the same way, unwanted and bad happenings or negative happenings in your life will not stop. It will be with you lifetime. Time and again it will come in your life. Something at 30, something at 40, something at 50, something at 60, something at 70, something at 80. Happens. Rains won't stop. Happenings won't stop. You have to carry the umbrella not to get wet. In the same way, a strong thought process in your mind works as an umbrella that you don't get wet with depression, agony and worry. And that is, tell yourself time and again that whatever happens with you is just 10%. How you take it is 90%. Whatever happens with you in your life has the power of just 10% impact. How you perceive it, how you look at it, how you accept that happening in your life is 90%. We wanted to build a wonderful temple in London. That was in the early 90s. And we purchased a land in a suburb of London that was called Harrow. After the land's possession that we got, we prepared the plans and we put it in the local government bodies for its passing. Now the local residents in and around that place, they filed a suit against us, or rather a case against us, telling the court that build a temple here, they would like have their drums and this and that and all kinds of celebrations till late night, till 12 midnight, and that would disturb our privacy and peace. So the court proceedings went on. We also had hired a costly, like a very dear lawyer. And it went on for about half a year, about almost a year. And then the signature campaign, which is part of the legal process in the West, they had more signatures, and so we lost the case. Pramukh Swami Maharaj was in Baroda at that time, and our trustees, they called from London and told Pramukh Swami that we have lost the case and we won't be able to build the temple there in London. That was a dream project of Pramukh Swami Maharaj. When he got the news on phone, one of our elder saints, Puja Vivek Sagar Swami, was standing right in front of him. He is the first-hand witness to Pramukh Swami's facial expressions, body language and his words at this moment. Pramukh Swami Maharaj, the first words he said in his traditional Gujarati, Jevi Bhagwanni Ichha. Beautiful words that can make your life wonderful. God's wish. That means he accepted. Fine, it can happen. Second sentence he spoke. We've tried our best. We put in all our resources. But now when the decision has come against us, we accept it. Second sentence. This is called the stabilizer thought. And the third sentence he spoke. That we have decided to build the temple in London. We will do it. Start searching for another land. This makes life beautiful. And he did it. He did it in Nisdan. And when that mandir was consecrated in 1995, Reader's Digest wrote it as the 8th wonder of the world. And the climax was when the Prime Minister of England, John Major, when they flew from London with President Bill Clinton, both on board, and when they flew from London to Paris for a summit, he showed from the top, John Major showing Bill Clinton, there is the famous Hindu temple, which has been recognized as the 8th wonder of the world. And today, not a single school in England is such that they have not paid their students a visit to our temple. The who's who of Europe and Asia have visited that place. But these 3 sentences, that is called thinking. Right kind of thinking at the right time. A negative happening or a shock, a disaster, a failure, a setback, first sentence. Let God's wish prevail. I accept it. Second sentence. I tried my best to bring success. I put in all the resources that was gifted to me by God and the other resources that I developed in my life. I put both the resources. Now, if the final concluding outcome is against my wish, fine, I accept it. And the third sentence, I have decided to do it. I will make it happen the other way, but I will make it happen. This makes life beautiful. This is called thinking. So the right kind of thinking makes your life beautiful. Second aspect to make your life beautiful is always remain wedded to righteousness in life. What is right from thinking to actions, do it. What is wrong from thinking to actions, live it. That will make your life beautiful. Don't get attracted towards things, towards people, towards pleasures that can destroy your life. Things, people, and pleasures of life. Don't get attracted towards it, which has the power to destroy your life. This sentence carries too much weight. It needs deep thinking to understand. And it needs strict practice for practicals in life. God has been very kind to make us very judicious, very wise. If you are doing something right, your heart will tell you, yes, go for it. And we all have an experience. If I am right, just raise your hands at the end of this sentence when I express myself. That we all have an experience that when you are doing something wrong, there will be a call from within. Please don't do it. This is something wrong. Isn't it? Yes or no? If yes, just raise your hands. All of you. But at that time, we are sometimes too much attracted to do it because we want certain unwanted, illegal, non-ethical pleasures of life. And that we suppress that inner call. We suppress that inner call. No, I want to go for it. And then you are stepping into a zone which is laid by bombs and grenades. It will blow you up. Even the best swimmer of the world doesn't take the risk of jumping into uncharted waters. You can swim well in a charted water. Uncharted water, you can't just jump in. So when it comes to money, when it comes to relationships, Be righteous. Otherwise, it has the power to take away the life from you. आपकी जान निकाल लेगा वो. इतना power है. Life, you want to make it beautiful? It will become worrisome. And nobody is above law. Into bracket, nobody is above GST. Sometimes I tell that if you follow the GST right, you will be blessed by another GST. GST is goods and services tax. It is a national duty. And a duty as a dignified citizen. A duty as a dignified human life that we must obey the rules laid down by the government. If you follow that goods and services tax rightly, GST, another GST will follow from the top. And I call it GST from the top is God saves tension. GST. Follow this GST right and you will be showered by blessings from heaven by another GST. God will save your many kind of tensions. Righteous living in all walks of life. The money that does not belong to you, don't even spit at it. That is a dignified life. किसी का पैसा ले लेना जो हमारे हक का नहीं है, उस पैसे की तरफ दृष्टि करना, वो खानदान नहीं है. I would better die of hunger than touching the money that does not belong to me. That is a dignified life. That is a glorified life. At the end of your life, at the age of 80, you can put your eye into anybody's eye. You can look straight into anybody's face with that dignity that I've done nothing wrong in my life. I've not taken a single penny from somebody's pocket that did not belong to me. That is a dignified life. बाकी तो कुत्ते भी रात को 12 बजे रोड पे आधे टुकड़े रोटी के लिए झगड़ते हैं. If the same thing you do next day is wearing 3-piece suits on the 35th floor of Nariman Point, what is the difference between the dog on street and you in corporate office? They fight for half a piece of chapati, you fight for about half a lakh of rupees or 5 lakh, half a million of rupees, 5 lakh rupees. When you come to know that this is not mine, live it. And that spring of happiness from within is the source of joy that makes your life beautiful. जो आपका हक का नहीं है और अगर आपने लिया, लेकर घर में रखा या लॉकर में रखा, it has the power to accumulate other wealth of yours and go away one day. ये शास्त्रोक्त बात है, हमारे सनातन सिद्धांत की बात है, और होता है. आप किंग ऑफ द स्काइज की बात ले लो, आप सत्यम की बात ले लो, आप सहारा की बात ले लो, आईपीएल की बात ले लो. The money that does not belong to you will not remain with you. Take this from me today as a statement. The money that does not belong to you, जो आपका हक का नहीं है, वो आपके पास नहीं ही रहेगा. It is a fact. If you don't pay by money, sometimes you have to pay for accumulation of wrong wealth by your health. Sometimes you will have to pay by passing away of a young, near and dear one close to your heart. ऐसे भी पेमेंट्स आते हैं, आपने देखे होंगे समाज में, हमने भी बहुत देखे. I have traveled to more than 50 countries and about 200 cities all over the world. देखा है, प्रत्यक्ष देखा है. That will ruin your life. So to make your life beautiful, don't look at things that does not belong to you. Fine. He lives his life. वो अपनी कमाई खाता है, अपने तकदीर की बात, अपने मेहनत की बात उसके पास है. मेरे पास मेरे मेहनत की, मेरे तकदीर की बात है. I am happy, he is happy. Let him enjoy his life, let me enjoy my life. Fine if he moves around in a Merc and I in a Hyundai. Okay, his Merc is his, my Hyundai is mine. ये सोच आपको जीवन में सौंदर्य देगी. Life will be beautiful. Otherwise, a good 20 lakh rupee car you enjoy for 1 month, and the moment you see a Merc parked in your neighbor's house, right kind of thinking नहीं होगा ना, तो आपका Hyundai का आनंद चला जाएगा. Forget neighbor's house. साले के पास आ गई तो that is very, very difficult. To digest your brother-in-law's Merc is a difficult digestion upon this earth. Yes or no? I'll talk realities, I'll talk practicals. You are asked a saint to talk to you. You're not asked an entertainer to entertain you. Harindra bhai, am I right? His is his. Fine. Best wishes for him. Mine is mine. I'm satisfied. I enjoy my work, my hard work, my destiny. He enjoys his work, his destiny. Let him enjoy. That will not snatch away the smile on your face. Enjoy your life when you understand it well. We as saints, we don't have any possessions. We don't have bank accounts. We don't touch money. We don't keep money. We don't wear ornaments. And since 26 years, I've been wearing the same clothes, same color, same style. Because it's one of the norms of the organization. We don't have our families. We have left aside our families. I don't have a flat. I don't have a car. I don't have a single possession. And still, this is just the 9th pair of clothes in 26 years. But still, why did I say this? Why did I say this? Still, can you see even a single ounce of less joy on my face than yours? If you understand the way you want to live your life, when you have chosen a way of your life, and when you understand it well, life is beautiful. If constantly coming out, waking up in the morning and coming out in the gallery of your 2 BHK and you look at Antilia, it will be difficult for you to live life. His is his, mine is mine. Simple. Life is beautiful. You know, yeah, Antila, my God. Dekh lena, aur kya? Everybody cannot become Ambanis and Ruyas and Mittals and Birlas and Tatas. Otherwise, who will work for them? Otherwise, who will work for them? So, righteousness in life, right kind of thinking will give you joy and make your life beautiful. So, ethical working is beauty in life. Things that does not belong to you, live it. That is beauty of life. A sense of satisfaction by your work, energy, resources, and achievements is the beauty of life. Because at the end of your life, you will not repent a new office not set up. You will not repent a new manufacturing unit not set up. You will repent of things that you did not do right when you were supposed to do. This is the reality of life. And it's not that I've read a couple of books and a couple of articles that I'm standing in front of you and talking to you. As I said, I come from one of the largest organizations in the world. We are among the top 10 NGOs of the world with a permanent seat in the United Nations as an NGO. And we are fully involved into the administration, into the management, into the HR system, infrastructure of this organization. We as saints, we work 8 hours a day into the administration management of all our institutes. So I know all these things. What I'm talking to you now or what I'm doing now is my job, is my extra work, evening time, evening job. It's not my full-time job. So with the sense of doing, I'm talking something. With an experience of doing, I'm telling something. Righteousness in life is a big aspect of life. तुलसीदास जी ने रामायण में लिखा है, परधन पत्थर मानिए, पर स्त्री मात समान, इतने से हरि न मिले तो तुलसीदास जमान. जो परधन है, जो धन आपका नहीं है, उसको क्या मानना है? पत्थर। पर स्त्री मात समान। एनी वुमन अदर देन योर वाइफ is either your daughter, your sister, or your mother. This is also righteousness in your relationships. Any step left or right than this track, and you will be trapped into the Me Too movement. ये तुलसीदास की बात आप याद नहीं रखेंगे ना, तो मी टू में आ जाओगे। तुलसीदास जी ने जो बात लिखी थी, हजारों साल पहले जो बात लिखी थी, वो कितनी सत्य है आज। अगर आपने परधन को पत्थर नहीं माना, सत्यम से लेके सहारा तक अगर परधन को पत्थर माना होता, तो आज वो लोग जेल में नहीं होते। तुलसीदास जी की बात सही है। पर स्त्री मात समान, ये अगर माना होता तो एक बड़े कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर ने 1 महीने पहले रेजिग्नेशन देना पड़ा, वो नहीं दिया होता। और एक बेंगलुरु में बड़ी एमएनसी के सीईओ थे, ई कॉमर्स जायंट, उसके सीईओ ने भी रेजिग्नेशन देना पड़ा। फ्रॉम अ कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर टू अ सीईओ, ये तो जिनके नाम मेंशन होते हैं न्यूज़पेपर में और मेंशन होने लायक होते हैं, बड़े नाम होते हैं, इनके ही नाम आते हैं। एक एक नाम के पीछे ऐसे 100 तो ऐसे निकल जाते हैं मी टू मूवमेंट में, उसके पता भी नहीं होता है। जो भी रिपोर्टिंग होता है इस मूवमेंट में, इट इज जस्ट द टिप ऑफ द आइसबर्ग। अभी तो ये ब्लास्ट होने वाला है, आगे ब्लास्ट होने वाला है। righteousness in your behavior at your workplace, in your social circles. Otherwise you will have to pay very heavily, very dearly for your wrongs in your relationships. लाइफ आपकी रूइन हो जाएगी, आपके परिवार की रूइन हो जाएगी, आपका धंधा चौपट हो जाएगा, पूरी बदनामी आ जाएगी। लाइफ ब्यूटीफुल करने चले हो, लाइफ वरीसम हो जाएगी, ट्रेजेडी हो जाएगी। और इसके बारे में मैं कई बार बोलता हूं, I've talked in many corporates and many professional setups when I talk in seminars and conferences. तो पिछले 2-3 महीने से मैं ये भी बात करता हूं कि अभी तो ये मी टू मूवमेंट है, थोड़े सालों के बाद सी टू मूवमेंट आएगी, वो भी हम देखेंगे, ये पीढ़ी हमारी देखेगी। कोई रिपोर्ट करेगा कि इसने मेरे सामने गलत दृष्टि से देखा ना, अभी तो ये लीगल अभी प्रूव नहीं होता है तो किसी भी प्रकार की सजा तो होती नहीं है। लेकिन ये आईटी वाले ऐसे सॉफ्टवेयर्स बनाएंगे, 20-25 सॉफ्टवेयर्स ऐसे बनेंगे कि आपने किसी के सामने देखा और वो व्यक्ति ने रिपोर्ट किया कि उनकी दृष्टि में विकार था, तो सीसीटीवी कैमरा अगर पब्लिक स्पेस है वो तो आई जाएगी। Today, London is the only city in the world that every square inch of its public place is under CCTV. Every square inch of London's public place. वो आएगी, बड़े बड़े शहरों में आ जाएगी ये बात 5-10 साल में। Every square inch of Mumbai would be under CCTV. तो आपकी दृष्टि तो आपने किसी के सामने देखा तो वो सीसीटीवी कैमरा में तो आ गई, वो व्यक्ति ने रिपोर्ट किया है कि वो दृष्टि में गलती थी या विकार था, तो ये 20-25 प्रकार के सॉफ्टवेयर्स आपके विजन पे डाले जाएंगे और वो सॉफ्टवेयर्स प्रूव करेंगे कि इसमें विकार था। यू विल बी लीगली प्रोसिक्यूटेड एंड सेंट टू जेल इवन फॉर सीइंग समथिंग रॉन्ग और विथ रॉन्ग इन योर माइंड। आएगी मी टू के बाद। ये मेरा संशोधन है, मेरा एक विचार है, लेकिन लगता है चलेगा। मी टू में से C2 आएगा। राइटियसनेस, हम पशु नहीं है, पशु जीवन नहीं जी सकते। एवरीथिंग दैट यू लाइक डज नॉट बिलोंग टू यू। समझ लिया? समझ लिया? एवरीथिंग दैट यू लाइक डज नॉट बिलोंग टू यू, इवन इफ यू आर अ मल्टी-बिलियनर। मैं पैसे वाला हूं, ताकतवान हूं, प्रतिष्ठित हूं, सत्ता है, इलेक्टेड मेंबर हूं, कैबिनेट में जाता हूं, सो मुझे ये बात अच्छी लग गई, ये बात अब मेरी, फॉरगेट इट। ये विचार लेके जाना तो लाइफ ब्यूटीफुल रहेगी। एवरीथिंग दैट आई लाइक और स्टार्ट लाइकिंग डज नॉट बिलोंग टू मी, सो आई शुड नॉट स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसेस ऑफ possessing it. वरना मर जाओगे। अगेन आई टेल यू, आप संत को सुनने के लिए आए, इसलिए रियलिटीज की बात करूंगा आपके जीवन के लिए। हमें कोई स्वार्थ नहीं, हमें इससे कोई स्वार्थ नहीं है। मैं पैसे लेके नहीं बोलता हूं। आई डोंट चार्ज एनीथिंग फॉर माई टॉक्स। 26 साल से बोलता हूं नेशनल इंटरनेशनल लेवल पे। आई नेवर चार्ज अ सिंगल पेनी बिकॉज आई कम फ्रॉम दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, वी हैव दिस होम्स, दिस इज माई सेल्फलेस सोशल सर्विस। आज यहां मिले, आपको सही बात करनी है, दूसरी बार मिले ना मिले भगवान की इच्छा, लेकिन आपको सही बात करके सही सोच तो देनी है। इट इज सेल्फलेस सर्विस ऑफ माइंड टू सोसाइटी। सो आई एम टेलिंग यू सेल्फलेसली फॉर योर गुड। एम आई राइट और रॉन्ग? तो राइटियसनेस इन योर वर्किंग्स एंड राइटियसनेस इन योर बिहेवियर्स। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज ने कहा कि किसी का भी अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे जीवन में कभी नहीं आया। 80 years of public life, Pramukh Swami Maharaj was felicitated with more than 40 key to the cities in America. He was felicitated with standing ovations in the British Parliament, in the Canadian Parliament, in the Kenyan Parliament. He is in the Guinness Book of World Records more than 6 times. Lived a public life of 8 decades. But you cannot find a single dark small spot on his character and life. Dignified life he lived, full of righteousness. With this thinking, किसी का अहित हो ऐसा विचार मुझे जीवन में कभी नहीं आया. He passed away 2.5 years back. Today, there is not a single bank account as it was not at that time. Not a single piece of land in his name. Not a single bank account. Not a single materialistic possession. He just lived selflessly. तो उनको पूछा कि स्वामी आपके हृदय में कौन सी भावनाएं हमेशा रहती है? He said, I always have happiness in my heart. हृदय में हमेशा आनंद ही आनंद रहता है. क्यों? Right thinking and righteous living. No left track, no right track from the main track. That is joy. And relationships में righteousness ने ये भी याद रखना कि आपके मोबाइल में तो 500,000 नंबर होंगे, नाम होंगे, 2,000 भी होंगे, 2,500 भी, 3,000 भी होंगे. फेसबुक ने भी कहा कि ऑफ द 200-500 फ्रेंड्स दैट यू हैव, द लाइव कॉन्वर्सेशन एंड सम काइंड ऑफ मोर ऑफ इट विथ ओनली 25-30 पीपल. यू कैन मेंटेन फ्रेंडशिप्स विथ 400 पीपल. तो आपको सलाह ये देनी है कि आपके फोन में, मोबाइल में 1000-2000 नंबर है, उसमें से 25 व्यक्ति सेलेक्ट कर लेना शांति से बैठ के. ये अभी वीकेंड है, यू हैव द टाइम. सिलेक्ट 25 पीपल इन योर लाइफ कि ये 25 व्यक्ति मुझे जीवन में चाहिए मेरी सुखाकारी के लिए. फॉर माई हैप्पीनेस एंड गुड लिविंग इन माई लाइफ आई नीड दिस 25 पीपल इन माई लाइफ. आपके फैमिली मेंबर्स हैं, कोई आपके रिलेटिव्स 1-2 होंगे, 1-2 कजिन्स होंगे, शायद 2-5 ऐसे अच्छे मित्र होंगे, 1-2 वर्किंग कलीग होंगे, जो भी. सिलेक्ट दोस 25 पीपल इन योर लाइफ एंड नाउ लिसन केयरफुली. टू मेक योर लाइफ ब्यूटीफुल, live a life of absolute adjustment and compromise with this 25 people. That makes your life beautiful. ये 25 लोग जो आपने सिलेक्ट किए हैं, हाँ वर्किंग तो 2000 लोग के साथ हो सकते हैं, वर्किंग रिलेशंस, लेकिन लाइफ ब्यूटीफुल करने के लिए व्हेन यू एंजॉय रिलेशनशिप, बिकॉज हार्वर्ड यूनिवर्सिटी की एक स्टडी, they said they did a survey in more than about 110 countries across 5 continents for 8 years in more than 100,000, that is 1 lakh families. Basic question of survey was that, what according to you is the greatest joy upon this earth? More than 67% of the respondents, they said, spending quality and quantity time with your near and dear ones is the greatest joy upon this earth. तो ये 25 व्यक्ति जो आप जीवन में तय करते हो, उसके साथ एडजस्टमेंट और कॉम्प्रोमाइज, उनकी गलतियां मत देखना, उनके जो स्वभाव है उसके प्रति दृष्टि मत रखना. उसका गुस्से का स्वभाव है, लेकिन मैंने उस व्यक्ति को जीवन में मेरी सुखाकारी के लिए एक्सेप्ट किया है, क्योंकि गुस्से के साथ उनकी और 2-3 क्वालिटीज अच्छी है जो मुझे पसंद है. तो फिर उसके गुस्से के सामने कभी देखना मत. अगर उसने गुस्सा कर भी लिया आपके ऊपर, गलत कर लिया, तो भी स्माइल रखना. you will enjoy relationships. That is a joy upon this earth. That makes your life beautiful. So when it comes to relationship, use your heart more than your head. Biggest problem क्या है? मैं कभी professionals को बात करता हूँ. The biggest problem of the 21st century professional or any working man is that he carries his office in his head after 6 p.m. at home, and unfortunately he also carries his home in his heart at 9 a.m. at office. समझ लिया ये sentence? दोनों बात तो नहीं बनेगी. तो use your head more in your office, followed by heart. Use your heart more in your relationships, followed by head. Life is not always logic and brains. Life is more lived by faith and emotions than logics and brains. Yes or no? आप जब परिक्रमा अग्नि की साक्षी में कर रहे थे होने वाली पत्नी के साथ या होने वाले पति के साथ, तो अगर लॉजिक चालू हो गया होता तो साले ये चलेगा कि नहीं चलेगा, 5 साल 10 साल में अगर डिवोर्स हुआ तो अगर लॉजिक चालू हो गया तो. लेकिन आप सब ने, मैं आपका मन जानता हूं, आप सब ने वो लॉजिक की स्विच इस वक्त ऑफ कर दी थी और इमोशंस और फेथ का फ्लो चालू रखा था. सिल्वर जुबिली, गोल्डन जुबिली. यस और नो? इसलिए तो हरेंद्र भाई की गोल्डन जुबिली आज हो गई. जब आप शादी के मंडप में अग्नि की साक्षी में परिक्रमा कर रहे थे, तब आपने लॉजिकल माइंड बंद रखा था और फेथ और इमोशंस का फ्लो चालू रखा था. यस और नो? लाइफ, you walk by faith and emotions. In life, you work by logic and brains, but you live your life by faith and emotions. श्रद्धा, विश्वास और प्रेम से जीवन चलता है, सिर्फ तर्क और बुद्धि से नहीं. Don't evaluate every person, every relationship, every happening just by logic and brain. भगवान ने मुझे बुद्धि दी है, मैं बुद्धिशाली हूं, है भाई, लेकिन उसका इस्तेमाल हर जगह पे मत करना. बड़े वैज्ञानिक थे पैस्कल, जिन्होंने ये पेस्चराइजेशन का प्रोसेस दिया, जो मिल्क प्रोसेसिंग में पेस्चराइजेशन होता है और डेयरी से हमें मिल्क मिलता है. वे कहा करते थे, बहुत एक अच्छा वाक्य उन्होंने अपने जीवन चरित्र में लिखा है. He said, the heart has reasons of its own which the head can never understand. This makes your life beautiful. और एक आखिरी बात यह करनी है, जैसे आप अपने आप पे श्रद्धा रखते हो, अपने किसी संबंध पे श्रद्धा रखते हो कि यह संबंध से मुझे कुछ फायदा होगा, या अपनी कोई क्रिया पे श्रद्धा रखते हो कि यह क्रिया करने से मुझे कुछ फायदा होगा, उसी तरह भगवान के अस्तित्व में भगवान के प्रति श्रद्धा रखना. That will make your life beautiful. It makes your life beautiful silently and soundly. बेस बना देगा, फाउंडेशन क्लियर करेगा. It has been scientifically proved the existence of God. So उसमें तो कोई अभी दिक्कत नहीं है. More than 50,000 research papers by men of science have been published in national and international seminars that how prayer or meditation or going to mandir or chanting the holy name helps you physically, mentally and emotionally. So ये भगवान के अस्तित्व की बात तो सही है. Your connection with them. स्टीफन कॉवी इतने बड़े मैनेजमेंट गुरु थे, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People पुस्तक लिखा, which is perhaps the most decorated management book ever upon this planet. And Stephen Covey was perhaps the most decorated management guru. Before writing this book, he met more than about 3,000 successful people not just as businessmen, but successful in all walks of life, as a husband, as a wife, as a brother, as a sister, as a son, as a daughter, as a relative, as a friend, as a neighbor. All roles they played well in their life. Such 3,000 successful people, he met personally, interviewed them, studied their life, and then writes this book that these 7 habits I found common in these 3,000 people I met. And he writes with the adjective that these 7 habits are highly effective to develop your personality and character both. उसमें अंतिम आदत, 7th habit, sharpen the saw, उसमें सब पॉइंट में वे लिखते हैं, दिस 3000 पीपल had the habit of connecting with their creator, that is God, every day through prayers. हकीकत है। आप मैनेजमेंट की दृष्टि से ले लो, आप सोशल रिलेशनशिप दृष्टि से ले लो, एनहेंसमेंट ऑफ पर्सनल लाइफ की दृष्टि से ले लो, मैनेजमेंट गुरुज फ्रॉम जिम कॉलिंस टू ऑग मैंडिनो टू केन ब्लैंचार्ड टू एंथनी रॉबिन्स टू रॉबिन स्मिथ टू शिव खेरा, ये सभी के पुस्तक आप पढ़ लो, इनके सेमिनार्स आप अटेंड कर लो, सोशल रिलेशनशिप गुरुज को आप पढ़ लो, उनके सेमिनार्स अटेंड कर लो, हेल्थ गुरुज के सेमिनार्स आप अटेंड कर लो। सो मैनेजमेंट, सोशल रिलेशनशिप्स, हेल्थ और पर्सनल लाइफ, ये सभी के ट्रेनर्स और गुरुज में एक बात कॉमन मैंने देखी है, इवैल्यूएट की है, आप भी देखते होंगे कि दे टीच यू फेथ इन गॉड एंड नॉट जस्ट अ बिलीफ, सम प्रैक्टिकल अटैचमेंट विद गॉड, ईदर थ्रू प्रेयर्स और मेडिटेशन और चैंटिंग द होली नेम। हकीकत है ये। आप कभी इग्नोरेंट होते हैं तो एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर सकते, वो अलग बात है। आपको ये सब इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं है कि इतनी रिसर्चेस हुई हैं और आप नहीं करते हो, अलग बात है। आपके में एक नास्तिकता का एलिमेंट है, वो प्रभावशाली है, इसलिए आप एक्सेप्ट ये बात नहीं करते हो, एक अलग बात है। बात झूठ नहीं है, बात सही है। इफ यू एक्सेप्ट इट और नॉट इज योर चॉइस, ऑफ कोर्स, डेमोक्रेटिक वर्ल्ड, सिंपल। बट ये कभी मत बोलना कि यह गलत है, वरना मेरे पास आपके एक मुद्दे के सामने 50 मुद्दे हैं। आई विल टॉक साइंटिफिक एंड लॉजिक। तो उससे ये फिजिकल, मेंटल और इमोशनल लाभ होता है। अभी यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ पेंसिल्वेनिया, यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ फिलाडेल्फिया में रिसर्च हुई, साइकोन्यूरो सॉफ्टवेयर से माइंड मैपिंग एमआरआईज किए गए बाय डॉक्टर एंड्रयू न्यूबर्ग, बाय डॉक्टर एच.जी. कोइंग, और एक चाइल्ड ट्रेंड्स नाम की संस्था थी, उनके सीईओ थे फिलिप फ्लेचर। मैं सब आपके नाम देता हूं, आप गूगल पे जा सकते हो। भगवान के नाम स्मरण से क्या लाभ? ये साइकोन्यूरो सॉफ्टवेयर ने बताया कि जो चिल्ड्रन थे 4 to 12, दे चैंटेड 12 minutes ऑफ होली नेम एवरी डे, दे हैड 15 to 25% इंक्रीज इन देयर मेमोरी पावर। 12 to 22 के जो चिल्ड्रन थे, टीनेजर्स, यंगस्टर्स थे, दे चैंटेड द होली नेम फॉर 12 minutes, दे हैड 15% अराउंड इंक्रीज इन देयर विल पावर एंड कॉन्फिडेंस। ये सब अच्छी बातें नहीं है? एज ग्रुप ऑफ 22 to 60, जो ज्यादातर हम लोग यहां बैठे हैं, वे लोग को लाभ हुआ अराउंड 15% इंक्रीज इन देयर बफर कैपेसिटी, दैट इज द कैपेसिटी टू ऑब्जर्व शॉक्स ऑफ लाइफ। जितने शॉक्स आते हैं ना, वो ये एज ग्रुप में आते हैं, 22 to 60। एंड व्हेन यू आर 15% इंक्रीजिंग इन देयर एब्जॉर्प्शन कैपेसिटी, बफर कैपेसिटी, तो एक बड़ा लाभ है कि नहीं? And the last age group was 60 to 80, retired people, old age people. They had around about 25% increase in their strength of immune system. रोग प्रतिकारक शक्ति में 25% बढ़ावा आया। तो at the age of 80, the biggest wealth is health. और वो हेल्थ मेंटेन के लिए 25% increase in your strength of immune system at the age of 80 and 90, and your life is beautiful. That you have to lesser go to the hospitals. साल में 3-4 बार जाने वाले थे, एक ही बार जाओगे, तो आपकी लाइफ तो ब्यूटीफुल रहेगी, बच्चों की भी रहेगी, क्योंकि लिए तो उनको जाना पड़ता है। आपके सन भी की हेल्थ अच्छी रहेगी, और डॉटर इन लॉ तो उससे भी ज्यादा खुश रहेगी, क्योंकि रोज उनको टिफिन 3 बार भेजना पड़ता है हॉस्पिटल। जस्ट लाइटर मोमेंट्स अपार्ट, कहने की बात यह है कि विद द चैंटिंग ऑफ द होली नेम इट हैज बीन प्रूव्ड बाय साइकोन्यूरो सॉफ्टवेयर्स। ये सॉफ्टवेयर्स उनके शरीर में जब वे चैंट करते थे, तब जो सीक्रेशंस होते हैं, हार्मोन्स होते हैं पिट्यूटरी ग्लैंड के, वो सब उनके मेजरमेंट्स होते थे। एब्सोल्यूट साइंटिफिक एक्सपेरिमेंट। चैंटिंग द होली नेम गिव्स यू बेटर मेमोरी, बेटर विल पावर, बेटर कॉन्फिडेंस, बफर कैपेसिटी, इम्यून सिस्टम। ये 5 अगर 15-20% राइज हो जाए तो भी लाइफ इज ब्यूटीफुल और नॉट? ये 5 बातें तो ये भगवान के नाम स्मरण से आती है। प्रमुख स्वामी महाराज यही बात करते थे। कोई तकलीफ में तो बोलते थे कि आप अपने रिसोर्सेज लगा दो ये प्रॉब्लम में से बाहर आने के लिए, लेकिन भगवान का नाम स्मरण भी साथ में करना। It has the power to lower down and suppress your negative emotions. Emotions of hatred, emotions of agony, emotions of depression. ये नाम स्मरण में इतनी ताकत है. प्रयोग तो करो. जो प्रयोग करते होंगे उनका अनुभव भी होगा, और जो नहीं करते तो आज एक नई बात आपको कही, करना. और अगर लाभ नहीं हुआ 6-8 महीने में अगर ये प्रकार का, तो फिर से मिलेंगे कभी. बोल देना हमको, वापस दे देना. लेकिन आप अपनी प्रोडक्ट को इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में रखने के लिए आईएसओ सर्टिफिकेट लेते हैं, इंटरनेशनल स्टैंडर्ड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. ये हमारी भी प्रोडक्ट आईएसओ है, इंटरनेशनल स्पिरिचुअल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. हाँ, ये भी पीछे नहीं पड़ेगी. ये जो बात मैंने आपको नाम स्मरण की बताई नहीं, वो हमारी प्रोडक्ट है, संतों की, शास्त्रों की प्रोडक्ट है. वो भी आईएसओ है. हाँ, स्टैंडर्ड है, वो पीछे नहीं पड़ेगी. तो लाइफ ब्यूटीफुल हो सकती है. इट इज इन योर हैंड्स. इफ यू डिसाइड यू कैन. सो वी एंड विद दिस. If you make your life beautiful with the right kind of thinking, second, righteousness of living, and third, with faith in God, you will have the power to influence people's life. You will have the power to create better happenings in people's life. You will have the strength to uplift people in different walks of life. And that makes your life more beautiful. The moment sometimes you come to know that somebody is happy because of you, it gives you happiness as well. Right or wrong? In the same way, when you teach people better livings, it gives you joy. That makes your life beautiful. If you decide, you can. So now you repeat with me what I say. If I decide, come on loudly, if I decide to be happy, I can be happy. If I decide to make my life more beautiful, I can make it. Thank you very much, and many prayers for all of you.